This is Isaiah 31:1. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh." You know, because he wasn't trying to seek Yahweh. He didn't have any intentions on basically believing in anything in this book. And this is the only way we're going to be saved.
This is Isaiah chapter 41 and 21. It says, "Produce your cause, saith the Lord Yahweh. Bring forth your strong reasons, saith the King of Jacob. Let them bring them forth, and show us what shall happen. Let them show the former things what they be, that we may consider them, and know the latter end of them, or declare us things for to come. Show the things that are to come hereafter, that we may know that ye are gods. Ye do good or do evil, that we may be dismayed and be holding together." So if those so-called all of these other religions, so to speak, you know what I'm saying, belief systems, whatever, if they're gonna tell us what's gonna happen, where is it at? Where are their seers? Where are their leaders, or the elective them that's gonna come and tell us what's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? What's to come for tomorrow? You know, ain't nothing gonna be able to do that. The Bible prophesies that. You can go to Daniel's 2. The book of Daniel alone can show you that the Bible is true. All right? The book of Daniel was around Nebuchadnezzar. Around what time did they rule?
Nebuchadnezzar.
I can get on because I know it had to be in Babylon. Persian meteors was around like what, 6 something, 6'5" something, give or take. So it had to be in between that area, maybe 7 to like 7 to 5 century. All right, BC. So you know what I'm saying? That it prophesied about you know, Nebuchadnezzar. What was it? Nebuchadnezzar. That was at that time. You know what I'm saying? The Persian, the Medes, which was years to come, and then it talked about the Greeks, all right, that was centuries to come. Then it talked about the Romans, which that was centuries to come, all right. So the book of Daniel prophesied about prophecies that's going to happen in these days and back then, 100 years before they happened. So the Bible is the one true rule of thumb of the whole world. It's the one true word that's spoken of through the Lord. You know what I'm saying? It's the only scriptures that's given. Like the scriptures say, none shall want their mate, meaning that nothing's going to be able to measure up to these scriptures, or nothing's going to be in his prophecies that he's written in his book is going to come to pass. All right, the EU is going to fall. All right, partly strong, partly weak. Daniel chapter 7, Daniel chapter 2. That's prophecy. All right.
And where's the coffin text that says, and Ra, the Almighty Ra, will send all you Egyptians down to Sudan, and you're gonna be eating doo-doo shit and fucking mud.
Cause it happens.
Right. Where's that shit at?
And sucking cow ass.
Right.
And taking golden showers from cows.
Right. And playing when somebody gets knocked out, jacking them off, and getting them woke back up. Where's all those prophecies? Where's all that stuff? Put it like this. Jake will get deep. You put it like this: when you see actual Africans come over here, whether they Israel that just have that African flavor to them, like Nigerian, or actually African from, like, let's say fucking Senegal or whatever. Do you ever see them? Black Power Hotel, with all that African medallions and shit and fists and Afro pics? Yo, they don't be doing this shit like that. But it's Jake that always wants to. Jake will go so far that he'll try to learn how to read that Egyptian Coptic text and shit like that. Now, how often do you need to read something in Egyptian coffin text or a Coptic text? So why are y'all even studying that? This book contains prophecies that pertain to stuff that happens today. You got events like the birthright being stolen, events like that affects what happens to this current day, to this moment. You got the Israelis fighting over a land that don't belong to them, that's still fighting to this day. All this is according to what happens in the Bible.
That's right.
Now, according to what Egyptian coffin text, did you see stuff that's going on all today, you know, that just affected the outcome of the world, and it was just a major millstone. You don't see anything like that. All you hear is about Horus fuck Ra in the ass, and he drunk his semen, and then the world came.
And he put it on lettuce.
Right.
That's where you get salad dressing from. That's a plus.
What kind of buffoonery is that, right? What kind of buffoonery is that? Where the lettuce come in there?
That's why the Lord said, come out of Egypt, man. The Lord, hey, when we was in Egypt, we was being some heathens, man. You know, we became a nation in Egypt. So you know, Jake had a hard time coming out into their wilderness and then following the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Even though he showed his power, they was just still caught up with the Egyptian lifestyle.
Hey, but that was a prophecy. Us being in Egypt, that was a prophet. First of all, it was prophesied that we were going to Egypt, but it served as an example, right? Because that's the condition of the battle, right? Even though when you read 2nd Ezra, the 17th chapter, it tells you about that condition. How when Adam was created, how everybody was able to obtain basically the gifts or basically immortality. But now since Adam sinned, that doorway to obtain that has been closed, right? The Most High, not taking that stony heart from the children of Adam, or that wicked heart from the children of Adam, he gave his law, statutes, and commandments unto Israelites. I believe when you go into 2nd Ezra, the 3rd chapter, it talks about how them still having that wicked heart that Adam had, but now having the law was given unto them that they may bring forth fruit. That fruit is the elect. So even though our people was raised and they grew up in Egypt, you know, and learning them Egyptian customs, the elect or the chosen of the Most High Heavenly Father chose not to follow the ways of the Egyptians. Just how in these times right now, they would rather suffer, the elect of the Lord would rather suffer and obtain that which is from the Most High than to do after the abominations of the wicked nations. That's a condition of the battle, you know? Enter ye in the straight gate, man.
This is they said, narrow is the way. God, it's only one can go at a time. And if that's what it means, so few can be in this. You have water on one side, fire on the other. It's only one. It's a steady way. It's not a whole horde of people. That's why he has a small amount. That he wants, and we could go back to saying that's his will. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh's will is to show his power with 144,000 to show that how and multitudes of angels compared to the multitude of people on earth, billions, and the strength that small has, cause like with Gideon, 300, to show how they're going to destroy multitudes of nations just by the small amount, because that's what he want to do. He's going to show his glory. That's why he showed his son. His son has to receive this glory. Should be glorified, and shall receive his glory when the kingdom comes. Because right now they don't want to show that the Yahweh Shai is worthy. He's worthy of this, man. He's worthy of the glory that he obtained, because he had to go through incarnations and come back. And at the end, he showed that the way to do it. This is the way to do it. This is what Yahweh wanted. The will of Yahweh is what they say is mysterious, but to us it's shown through the scriptures of why. What's gonna happen if you do what he tell you to do? Blessings. What's gonna happen if you don't? We already in them because we didn't do it. Right. It's curses. We're destroyed, man, and we're destroyed. Why? Because of the lack of knowledge. And it ain't no other way of seeing this. So our Israelites that didn't receive the message, that walked out on their bike and left, or walked by, brought their people over, stood by, or say they were Israelites, stood out here for twice in 2 weeks and never returned. Man, the time is at hand. If you can't see what the Brexit is doing, it's prophecy. The prophecy is being shown every day. They already got the RFID chip. That is the mark of the beast. And if you say it ain't the mark of, like, look, he turned around, he heard that mark of the beast. He turned around. What would he do? Walk away. You know, we already see they say men should be lovers of themselves. They only want to do their own lust. Women want to be with women. You know, they want to perceive that they're men. And then they hate, and in their mind, you know, they hate that they're not men.
They still got to squat down and piss.
Right, they still bleed. And in the day of martial law, watch them same bitches want to be women. Them same thugs. Oh yeah, they gonna want to turn into women. Quick. They gonna want to give it up so they can be protected.
I even heard women say that when I was in the church when I was young. I even heard women say, "I wish I was born a man." You know?
Right.
I heard women in the church say that.
Because
but they got it so easy though.
Yeah, it's dominance. They know a man is dealt properly or in concise or correct way. If he's a man, he's gonna exude dominance. You know, and a woman knows that, but a woman knows she can perceive or confuse him, or try to confuse a man. It ain't nothing but confusion, ball of confusion. Like the Edomite roll the window down, share something about women. That's what it is. It's Edomite. They got that women's lid. Right now, the Lord is about the men of Israel coming into this thing and showing that they are strong men. You gotta be a strong man in this society, man. A strong Israelite man. We are Israelites. We are not Africans. That's right. That's the worst thing you can say to yourself. You ever seen Mondo Magic when they had shit on their head and flowers growing at the top? Yeah, you never. Israel is going to be. The Most High is going to bring His people, or the nation of Israel, into the kingdom. But before that, y'all got to see what's going to happen for being the wicked. And that's what's going to happen. He's showing you what happens to the wicked. And this, you should just take heed. Well, you're going to have to take heed because He's going to destroy 2/3. Lord willing, we those men that's the elect, that we don't have to feel that fight. Anybody got some more scriptures?
Yeah, this is Proverbs 3 and verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor,
right,
and choose none of his ways.
Right, but we have envy in this oppressor. But what it's going to bring us to naught. The scriptures is telling us, do not envy this damn bastard, because what he's the author of death, and he's going to bring death upon himself. He can't even keep his own self out of wars or fight. He's fighting against his own brother. And what's funny is you got Britain exiting the Union, EU, from their brothers. Now they're out of there. They're out of there. But the EU is about the European Union. Most definitely these Edomite nations who basically try to say they're not going to fight against each other. That's what it was about. But they didn't never say they wouldn't trick each other. They won't go in each other's pockets. They won't put the IMF and charge them extra money. So you might not go to war with me, but you defeat my country, or you defeating us. You already at war with me when you take away from me my finances. So they slick at each other. That's why Satan, if Satan fought against Satan, how can he stand? How can Satan stand? That's why he's not standing strong. Because if we think about the system of America, it says partly iron and partly clay. This whole system, all of the League of Nations, not the League, the EU is broken. Come on, skirmishes. It's a lot of. I know it's a lot of disputes in there. You know, first of all, they got, like I said, the International Monetary Fund who's taking their money. Anybody got something else? We can hit it up. Anybody got something else? And with that, we want to say death to America.
Death to America.
Kwambak Yam.
Kwambak Yam.
And shalom.
Shalom.